Namaskar students, welcome back to my another lecture. So in this lecture, we'll be discussing about the feedback amplifiers and we'll try to calculate the gain of the feedback amplifier, input impedance of the amplifier with feedback network and some other quantities which will required in feedback network amplifier. So in previous lecture, I have given the concept of feedback amplifier. Why do we require feedback in amplifier circuit? And then I have explained the concept of positive feedback and negative feedback. And we have seen that if the input signal and feedback signal both are in the same phase, that is giving the positive feedback. And if the input signal and feedback signal both are in the opposite phase, so that is called as a negative feedback. So in negative feedback, we have learned that the input impedance is very high and voltage gain is reduced. So that is what the idea of today's class. So we'll try to calculate the gain, that is basically when negative feedback is given, and we'll try to calculate the input impedance when negative feedback is given, but with different configuration types. So in yesterday's class, we have discussed the different configurations, different feedback connection types, that is voltage series, voltage shunt, current series, current shunt. Those who have not understand the nomenclature of this voltage series feedback, or voltage shunt feedback, or current series or current shunt, I have explained this topic very clearly in my previous lecture. What means voltage, what means series, what means current, what means series, what means current, what means shunt. I have written here also, but please listen my previous lecture so you get more clear how the nomenclature has been done. That means if voltage series feedback we are saying, that means that has some meaning. Then I have explained the different feedback connection types, and we have written the important quantity, that is the gain with feedback for each configurations, for each connection type. If you see voltage gain, voltage series feedback, then the gain was, that is with feedback, that is vu upon vs. And in voltage shunt, the gain was vu upon is. In current series, that is with feedback, iu upon vs. And in current shunt, that is iu upon is. So that is the gain when for different connection types of feedback. So remember, I have written the AF, where A means gain and F means the feedback. So that is means AF means the gain with feedback in all nomenclature. Similarly, if you see the circuit yesterday, if you remember, we have seen the circuit diagram. In circuit diagram, this A refers, that is amplifier stage. That is basically the gain of the amplifier without feedback network. Okay, gain of the amplifier without feedback, or we can say the gain at the amplifier stage, because this was the amplifier. So the gain at the amplifier stage for voltage series, that was VO upon VI, and for the voltage shunt, that was VO upon II, because here input current was II, here input was the current. And for the current series, it was output signal upon input signal, that was IO upon the input signal, that is VI. And in current shunt feedback at the amplifier stage, A was IO upon II. So this gain without feedback and gain with feedback, if you see, there is a difference. Here we have II upon IO upon II without feedback, and with feedback we have AF is equal to IO upon II. That means we'll try to calculate the gain in present lecture for these two configurations, that is voltage series feedback, without feedback we know, and this with feedback we have to calculate this voltage gain with feedback in terms of feedback network and gain of the amplifier, and for both cases, for voltage series configuration and for voltage shunt configuration. So let us try to calculate the gain. So gain with feedback in voltage series feedback. So this is the voltage series circuit. We know that here we have output as the voltage, and we are connecting this output voltage in series with a voltage source. Means when we are doing the series connection, that means we have to always connect series with the voltage. Okay, that means we have output at voltage, and at the input we have a voltage. The fraction of output voltage is fed to the input through a feedback network. Here plus is connected to the minus and minus is connected to plus. That is basically a series combination. So if you see, if there is no feedback, at that time we know that that is the gain at the amplifier stage. So that is gain at the amplifier stage, that can be written as a VO upon VI. That is output voltage upon this input voltage. That is VO upon VI. Now if feedback signal Vs is connected in series with the input voltage, then we can write the voltage gain with feedback AF can be defined as a VO upon Vs. That's what we have defined in my previous lecture also. AF is equal to VO upon Vs. So now we have to find out this value, that is what is the value of AF, that is gain with feedback, and this AF value should be in terms of known quantities. What is we are known? We are known to the A, gain without feedback, and feedback, that is beta. So which means we have to calculate this AF in terms of A and beta. Okay, and let us try to see that whether how this AF, whether AF is increasing or decreasing with this type of feedback network. Remember, this feedback is negative feedback. So if you see here, we have A, that is gain without feedback, that is amplifier stage, that is VO upon VI, and here VI, when feedback is given, then VI can be written as, that is obviously this VI will be modified, that is Vs minus VI, VF. Vi is equal to Vs minus Vf, or Vs is equal to Vi plus Vf. Obviously, this Vs will be equal to Vi plus Vf, or Vi is equal to Vs minus Vf. So, if we write this A will be equal to VO upon Vi. So, VO, this output voltage can be written as A into Vi. Just multiplying A into Vi, that will give the VO. So, VO is equal to, and in place of Vi, what we can write? We can write Vs minus Vf. So VO is equal to A minus Vs minus Vf. So we should open the bracket. So VO is equal to A Vs minus A Vf, and this Vf can be written in terms of beta into VO, that is output voltage. So we can write, so VO is equal to A into Vs minus A, in place of Vf, that is we have written beta into VO. So VO will be equal to, what we'll get, if you see here VO we have, then we have A Vs minus A into beta VO. So here we have VO and here we have VO, that is V naught. So we can write this A beta into V naught, and this V naught can be taken at one side. So A V naught plus beta into A V naught is equal to A into Vs. Here we can take V naught as a common. So V naught in bracket 1 plus beta into A is equal to A into Vs. And in order to find out AF, that is gain with feedback, that is equal to the output voltage divided by the source voltage, that is V naught divided by the Vs. So here we have V naught, here we have Vs. So V naught upon Vs will be equal to AF. So AF is equal to V naught upon Vs is equal to, this is this divided by this quantity, that is 1 plus beta A. So A divided by 1 plus beta A, where A is the gain at the amplifier stage and AF is the gain with feedback network. If you see this expression carefully, in voltage series feedback connection type, gain with feedback is equal to A upon 1 plus beta A. That means we are dividing this quantity A with 1 plus beta A. That means gain with feedback is reduced by factor 1 upon 1 plus beta A. Okay, that means gain is reduced in voltage series feedback network with feedback connection type. Okay, let's try to see what is happening in case of voltage shunt. So in case of voltage shunt, we have a output as a voltage, and then at the input we have to current, we have a current, and that current is connected in parallel. So at the output we have a voltage, and at input we have a current, and a fraction of output is connected to the current source in parallel. So that is what we have done. At the amplifier stage, what we have a gain, that is output voltage upon, obviously input is output signal upon input signal, that is output voltage upon input current, that is VO upon II. That is at the amplifier stage. And if we give a feedback, then gain with feedback we try to calculate, obviously output signal upon input signal, that is VO, that is V naught divided by IS. And without feedback at the amplifier state we have VO upon II. Okay, so here at the amplifier stage we can write V naught is equal to A into II, and this II, because we are giving a feedback, so this II can be written as IS minus IF, source volt current minus feedback current, that is giving the input current when we have given the feedback. So it means this gain without feedback can be written in terms of IS and IF, or this current II can be written in terms of IS and IF, or as we require, when we require what we have to write, accordingly we will write. So we can write IS source current in terms of, let us say, II input current plus feedback current. So let us try to find out gain with feedback. AF is equal to V naught upon IS. So here we have V naught we have calculated, that is A into II. So we will take A into II in place of VO, and V naught, and in place of IS we have calculated, that is II plus IF. So AII divided by II plus IF. Here we have II, here we have II. So we can take II as a common, and here we have IF, and IF can be written in terms of beta into V naught. So if you do that, so AF is equal to AII divided by II plus beta into V naught. Okay, and this V naught, remember this V naught can be written in terms of A into II, because here we have II, here we have II, here we have V naught. So this V naught can be written in terms of II. So AF will be equal to AII divided by II plus beta into II. Here II can be taken at common. So this II will be cancelled out with II. So AF will be equal to A divided by 1 plus beta A. Again, in voltage shunt feedback network, this gain with feedback is equal to A upon 1 plus beta A. Here if you see, this A is divided by quantity, this 1 plus beta A, that means this AF is reduced how much? 1 upon 1 plus beta A times gain without feedback. So in both cases, whether it is voltage series feedback or voltage shunt feedback, gain with feedback is reduced how much? It is reducing 1 upon 1 plus beta A times. So let us try to find out other parameters, that is the input impedance, and how the input impedance is changing when we are giving the feedback. And again we'll try to calculate this input impedance for two cases, for voltage series feedback and voltage shunt feedback. So when we want to calculate this input impedance with feedback, so we have to draw an equivalent circuit diagram. Here what we have written, we have everything we have written in terms of current and voltage. Here we have voltage, and gain factor A and feedback fraction, that is feedback factor beta. Now when we are trying to calculate input impedance means here what source voltage we have applied, that is a AC signal. So it means we have to draw an AC equivalent circuit of this voltage series feedback connection when we are trying to calculate the impedance, because impedance is basically resistance which have both real and imaginary part. So if you draw the equivalent circuit diagram of this voltage series feedback network, then the equivalent circuit will looks like this. So here we have a source voltage and then we have an input voltage. It means if you have input voltage, so in place of input voltage there should be some resistance, and that resistance what we are calling, that is input impedance. And this input impedance is without feedback, that is Zi, that is without feedback. Okay, when feedback is there, then we have I have a dot plotted with a dotted red color, so that is basically input impedance with feedback, that is Zif. So it means there should be some current will be obviously flowing. So that current II, will give, if you multiply II with Zi, then II with Zi, that will give the Vi. Okay, so that is what the idea. So if you try to calculate the input impedance for this voltage series feedback, then input impedance can be written as a, in case of feedback network, that is Zif is equal to source voltage divided by input current, that is II. And II can be written as this voltage Vi, that is what we are known, Vi we are known, and we are giving a new name, that is input impedance without feedback, that is Zi. So II can be written as a Vi divided by Zi. So that will implies that Vi can be written as Zi into II. Or II, if you see here, that is Vi we have, and this Vi can be written as a this voltage minus this voltage, that is Vs minus Vf. So II will be written as a Vs minus Vf divided by Zi. So II is equal to Vs minus Vf divided by Zi. So in place of Vf, what we can write? We can write in terms of beta into V naught. So Vs minus beta into V naught divided by Zi. And this V naught can be written as we have seen. This V naught will be equal to how much? V naught is equal to, that is A into Vi, where A is the gain without feedback. So if you do that, then we can write II is equal to Vs minus beta into Vo. In place of Vo, what we can write? A into Vi divided by Zi is equal to, now if you see here, II and Zi can be multiplied. If you multiply, that is Zi into II is equal to Vs minus beta into a Vi. And this Zi into Vi, that is what? That is basically equal to Vi. And here we have Vi, and at right hand side we have Vi. So this Vi and this Vi can be taken at one side. So we can write Vs is equal to Zi II plus beta into A into Vi. Okay. So Vs is equal to Zi into II plus beta into, and this Vi can be written as a Zi into II, Zi into II. So here we have Zi into II, here we have Zi into II. And what we have to find out? We have to find out Vs upon II. So here we have Vs and here we have II. So we can take II as a common. So Vs is equal to II and then we can take II as a common. So Zi in bracket Zi plus beta into a Zi. So Vs upon II, this is basically input impedance with feedback. So that is Zif is equal to Vs upon II is equal to Zi plus beta into a Zi. So Zif is equal to, if you see, here we can take Zi as a common, so 1 plus beta into a Zi. So here it is important to note that in case of voltage series feedback, when we are calculating the input impedance, then this input impedance with feedback is basically equal to 1 plus beta into a into input impedance without feedback. You see here it is multiplying. So that means input impedance is increased with negative feedback in comparison to the input impedance without feedback. How much it is increasing? It is increasing 1 plus beta A times the input impedance without feedback. So this is what is happening in case of voltage series feedback configuration. Now let us try to find out what is happening in case of input impedance when feedback is applied for the case of voltage shunt feedback network. So here we have voltage shunt feedback. So voltage shunt means this this circuit where we have output at the voltage and input at the current, and this circuit has to be drawn in a equivalent circuit, AC equivalent circuit, because here we have a current, here we have a voltage, and we have to calculate impedance. That means source current is obviously a AC current, so we have to draw a equivalent circuit. So if you draw the equivalent circuit, so we obviously at the input we have a impedance, and then at the output we also have a impedance, that is ZO. This ZO correspond to the, as if you see in previous case also, here that is ZO is there, and here we have a voltage source. So this ZO correspond to the basically output impedance. So here also this ZO correspond to the output impedance. So this ZO is the output impedance, and here this is current source. Okay. So in this case, if you try to calculate the input impedance for voltage shunt network, so here now what we have a voltage, that is Vi, and at the input what we have input voltage upon input current. And in case of voltage shunt, that is basically impedance. In case of voltage series, what we were having, we were having input voltage upon input current. Here input voltage was Vs, here input current was Ii. So here if you see input voltage upon input current. So here input voltage is, that is Vi, and input current what we are giving, that is Is. So the input impedance with feedback, that can be written as Vi divided by Is. And this Is, we know we are giving the negative feedback, that means Is can be written as Ii plus If, or Ii can be written as Is minus If, as we have did earlier. So Vi divided by Ii plus If. And this If can be written in terms of beta into V naught. So this If is equal to beta into V naught. So ZIF is equal to Vi divided by Ii plus beta into V naught. Now we have to find out ZIF. So here Ii we have, here V naught we have. So what we can do, we can take Ii as a common. So here we can have a V naught upon Ii. So Vi divided by Ii. So if you take common, so the 1 plus beta into V naught divided by Ii. Okay. So again we can write ZIF is equal to VII divided by II divided by 1 plus beta into V naught divided by II. And if you see this V naught divided by II, that is basically equal to how much? That is equal to the gain without feedback. So V naught upon II is equal to gain. So that means ZIF input impedance in voltage shunt feedback is equal to ZI, that is the input impedance without feedback, divided by 1 plus beta into A. Here if you see, in this case, input impedance is basically this quantity is Zi is divided by 1 plus beta A. In previous case, how much? In case of voltage series, it was multiplied. In case of voltage shunt, it is divided by. That means in case of voltage shunt, input impedance is decreased with respect to the without feedback impedance. In how much it is decreasing? It is decreasing 1 plus beta A times. But in case of voltage series feedback, input impedance was increased with respect to impedance without feedback. How much it was increasing? It was increasing 1 plus beta A times. So this is the basic difference between the gain and input impedance of the feedback network. Okay. So with this, Let us try to compare some other parameters I have tabulated with other quantities. So here let's try to compare. So gain without feedback, feedback and gain with feedback. For the all four feedback connection types, voltage series, voltage shunt, current series, current shunt. Gain without feedback, obviously that is VO upon VI because both were the voltage. And here one output was voltage and input was current. So VO upon II, output signal upon input signal. Here current series, here we have output current and input was voltage. So IO upon VI, and here both are the current IU upon II. So that was gain without feedback. And that is, we have mentioned in the connection type also, if you remember, here this was mentioned VU upon VS, VU upon IS, IU upon VS, and IU upon IS. Similarly, if you see the feedback, so feedback beta, that is, if you look at the circuit, so here beta was VF1 VO, here IF1 VO, here VF1 IO, and here IF1 IO. So same thing I have tabulated here. So VF1 VO, IF1 VO, VF1 IO, and IF1 IO. Similarly, gain with feedback, if you calculate for all network type, I have did calculations for two circuit only, detailed calculation. So if you define the basic definition, gain with feedback for the case of voltage series, that is V naught upon Vs, V naught upon Is, I naught upon Vs, and I naught upon Is for different configurations from starting from the voltage series to voltage shunt to current series to current shunt. Similarly, if you try to write the collect the information about the input impedance and output impedance, I have did calculation for input impedance for voltage series and voltage shunt. Similarly, one can do the calculation for output impedance for voltage series, voltage shunt, current series, current shunt, which I have not did. Okay, so you can do as an assignment this input impedance calculation, derivation for current series, for current shunt. Similarly, output impedance calculation for voltage series, current series, voltage shunt, current shunt. So this you take as an assignment and you solve it and you please submit at your earliest. So if you compare these results in a tabulated form, you see input impedance in case of voltage series. If you remember, what we have find out? We have find out that input impedance in voltage series feedback was 1 plus beta A times input impedance without feedback. So that is what I have written, that Zi into 1 plus beta A. That means here the input impedance was increased in case of voltage series feedback. And similarly, in case of voltage shunt, if you remember, so that was decreased. So if you remember the voltage shunt, so that was ZIF was Zi divided by 1 plus beta. So here for voltage shunt it is decreased. So here input impedance is increased for voltage series, and for voltage shunt it is decreased. Similarly, current series input impedance is increased, and for current shunt input impedance is decreased. So for both series combination, whether it's current series or voltage series, for both series combination of feedback network, input impedance is increased. For both shunt combination, whether it's voltage shunt or current shunt, input impedance is decreased. Similarly, if you do the calculations which I have given as assignment to you for output impedance for voltage series, so you will see that the output impedance is decreased, that is Z naught divided by 1 plus beta A. It is decreased in voltage series, but it is increased in voltage shunt. And it is increased in voltage series and it is decreased in voltage series and also decreased in voltage shunt. But output impedance for current series and current shunt, that is increased in both cases. That means here if you see output impedance is decreased for both voltage, whether it is series combination or shunt combination. and it is increased in case of current series or current shunt combination. So here how you can remember that input impedance is basically increased for both voltage series and current series. Okay, and output impedance is decreased for voltage series and voltage shunt. Similarly, input impedance is increased for decreased for voltage shunt and current shunt. In here it is decreased. So you can remember the table in a summarized way. So if you are done with this, then let us try to solve a numerical problem based on what we have learned till now. So this is example 1. Determine the voltage gain, input impedance and output impedance with feedback for a voltage series feedback having A is equal to minus 100, Ri that is input resistance 100 kilo ohm, Ro that is 20 kilo ohm for feedback problem A zero point 0.1 and zero point 0.5. So means we have two numerical problem asked. What we have to calculate? We have to calculate voltage gain, input and output impedance with feedback if beta is equal to 0.1 first and then beta is equal to 0.5. So we know we have calculated for voltage, this voltage series. For voltage series network we have calculated gain. For voltage series gain we have AF is equal to A upon 1 plus beta A. So in this numerical problem what is given? A is given. A is given how much? A is given that is minus 100. That is the gain without feedback. So AF is equal to A divided by 1 plus beta A. A is minus 100 divided by 1 plus beta, let us say case A, when beta is over 0.1 multiply by minus 100. So if you solve, you can find out AF is equal to minus 9.09. That means here gain is reduced in voltage series feedback. So it is reduced how much? It is reduced from 100 to 9. It was minus 100 for without feedback and now with feedback that is minus 9. Similarly, if you try to calculate the input impedance for voltage series feedback, so input impedance we have calculated. So that was ZIF was equal to 1 plus beta into a ZI. So if you do here calculation, so ZIF is equal to ZI 1 plus beta. Here ZI is how much? Input impedance is given that is 10 kilo ohm without feedback. In 1 plus beta is given that is 0.1. In A is given that is 100. So if you do this calculation, so you can find out, so that will be equal to 110 kilo ohm. Okay, that is because this is 0.1 in beta into A. If you multiply beta 100 with 0.1, so that will give the 11 because that is 10 and plus 1 that is 11 and 11 multiplied by 10 that is 10, that is 110 kilo ohm. So input impedance is 110 kilo ohm. So without feedback impedance was 10 kilo ohm and with feedback here impedance is increased. Here gain was decreased and impedance was increased. Similarly, output impedance we calculate. So output impedance for if you do the assignment, you can find out the voltage series feedback. If you remember the table, so that input output impedance that is ZO upon 1 plus beta that is decreased. If you do the calculation, so ZOF is equal to Z naught divided by 1 plus beta A, that is Z naught equal to 20 kilo ohm. Here we have 20 kilo ohm RO naught divided by 1 plus beta. Beta is equal to 0.1 and A is equal to 100. 0.1 A multiplied by 100 that is 10. So 10 divided 10 plus 1 that is 11. 20 divided by 11 that is 1.82. So now here resistance, output impedance is decreased from 20 to 1.82 with negative feedback in voltage series combination. So this is problem A. Similarly, if you let us say reduce beta from 0.1 to 0.5, if you increase, then you see how the number is changing. So same calculation we have did for beta is equal to 0.5, so AF is equal to minus 1.96, ZIF is 510 kilo ohm, and ZOF is 392.16 ohm. So this is how the input impedance, output impedance, gain is changing by changing the value of beta in voltage series combination. And similarly, similar numerical problems can be done for other combination, like here we have explained for current series, voltage shunt, current shunt. So same methodology can be used to calculate the numerical problems for other connection type of the feedback. With this, I thanks to all of you for listening me carefully.